Nerazzurri fans from all over the world, welcome to the Interglobe. We are feeling great today after that historical match in Barcelona, and now we are talking about Inter-Salernitana tomorrow at 12:30. Can you think of a more stupid time in which to place a game of football? 12:30. Anyway, a couple of statistics and then we jump into the starting lineups. Interesting statistics, by the way. The first one is that Inter has 18 matches without tying a game in Serie A. This is incredible. Putting together last year's end and this year's beginning, we have 18 matches without a tie. So this is a little bit scary statistically, of course, because sooner or later a tie will come, hopefully not this Sunday. The other thing is that last year we won twice 5-0, so we actually, let's say, know how to deal with Salernitana usually, but it's going to be a tough game, mainly because it's a psychological challenge. After playing in Camp Nou in front of the universe watching you and performing in that way, the level of adrenaline, the level of celebrations as well, it's not easy to come on the pitch again against a team like Salernitana, even if I have to say that the frame of public that will be at the game tomorrow, thanks to the Nerazzurri fans, is quite something, because we're going to have another sold out in San Siro, so that will help. Salernitana plays with a 3-5-2 and they have some quite good players. 3-5-2, by the way, means as usual that they play mirroring our starting lineup, which is something that usually creates trouble for us. We'll see. Also because once again we will play without Brozovic. They play with this 3-5-2, and the men that I'd like to mention are, of course, Candreva, who is an ex-Inter player, and we know his qualities, and recently he's been hurting us when he was playing in Sampdoria. Then we have Pirola in defense. I'm really curious to see him performing, because they all say that he's a defender that could aim to play in Inter one day, so I'm really gonna pay attention to his performance. Then we have in the goal Sepe, very good goalkeeper who was also associated to Inter sometime in the past. And, but only on the bench, another ex-player of Inter, who is Bonazzoli. Last annotation about Salernitana is Mazzocchi, this young player that will play against Dumfries and that was recently called by Mancini in the national team. So if you add to all these players Piontek, who will play forward, you realize that really it's quite a good team. So is not going to be as easy as we might imagine. As far as our starting lineup goes, we're going to have 3 changes compared to the starting lineup in Barcelona. One is going to be Acerbi, who's going to play in place of De Vrij, and I think it's perfectly fine, and we have a very healthy distribution of time between De Vrij and Acerbi, so that's the first change. The second one is Gosens. So happy to see him confirmed on the wing, because he needs to play, and hopefully starting tomorrow we'll see a new Gosens on the pitch, because that goal he scored would motivate even a stone, I would say. So I'm confident in Gosens, and I'm happy to see him playing, because he needs consistency more than anything. He needs minutes on the pitch. And the third change is Aslani, who will play in place of Mkhitaryan. And I think it's also a great idea from Inzaghi, because after what he did in Barcelona, he probably didn't sleep for a couple of nights. So he has the chance to redeem himself in front of the Nerazzurri fans. I'm also obviously happy to see Onana, because I think he's growing and he needs to grow in terms of confidence, but also technically, because this is a goalkeeper that is very raw technically and has incredible potential to improve, and he gives the right energy to the team, so I think it's a great thing to see him on the pitch again. Correa is back. Finally, maybe he will give us some support. I hope so. And in any case, since we have this game against Salernitana, then we go to Firenze next week, and then we have the Inter-Victoria Pilsen match, which is vital for us. I think that this is a good opportunity to make sort of a rehearsal of the match with Victoria, because we have a team that's in theory much weaker than ours, and we have to really bite the game. We have to bite the game. We have to kill sports. Always we're talking about sports, but we have to kill our opponents on the pitch by really showing the right mentality and by scoring soon. Our goal should be to win 2-0 by the end of the first half, and we have to do everything in our power to do that. I want to see the mentality. Imagine it's a game of a Squid Game, the series, and in this game, if you don't score a goal after 10 minutes, and every 10 minutes somebody on the team loses a limb. It will be pretty creepy, but imagine the mentality that you play with if you know that if in 10 minutes you don't win 2-0, one of the team members loses a limb. That's the mentality I want to see. I know it's extreme, it's just a metaphor, but that's what I want to see. After we reach 2-0, then we can play a little bit more calmly. That's all for today. Forza Inter as always, and I'll see you after the game. Ciao! Please, 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 if you enjoyed the video, punch the like button and subscribe. For me, it's very important, and I thank you so much for listening to my ranting about Inter. Thanks and ciao!